Hello and welcome to another cast by the SC Chronicles with RB3K here and
Truth.
Alright, so we downloaded a ton of games off White Raw's website. He had a replay pack from some kind of tournament. The naming and the numbering on the replay packs are a little bit weird, so we're just gonna cast them in numerical order. It's from a tournament, but we don't know where these games actually fit, but whatever.
Yeah, so we did download this off White Raw's website, and as we all know, the beta phase 2 is down, and we're all very depressed, and we need replays. So if you have any good replays, please email them to us at scchronicles@gmail.com.
Yeah, the link will be in the bottom, so send us the replays. It'll make us feel so much better about ourselves. Anyways, we got ourselves a blue Zerg player, EizCaj, on Metalopolis versus our red Protoss player, White Raw, all up here on Metalopolis, like I said.
Yeah, so as we said before, there is a White Raw replay pack, and it will be starring White Raw. And this map, they are spawned, very close proximities to each other. It really favors aggressive early push, small amounts of units coming in, just small specialized strike forces coming in, doing some harass, and then running away, and then, eventually ending the game. They're usually very aggressive, and you see a lot of battles.
Yeah, exactly. White Raw coming in for a nice scouting drone, but he's just looking around and being very, very annoying. When he's poking away at those drones, you know how your base voice goes like, our base is under attack, or our drones are under attack, etc., etc. Most annoying thing to hear in the world. And when you have like 6 zealots, and one Zergling comes in and gets one hit off on a zealot, and your zealots yell out, "We cannot hold," you think your army's gonna die. It's the most depressing sound in the world.
But yeah, just one Zergling just, causing all that trouble. And, White Raw just won't relent with this probe, just trying to zap away at the spawning pool. He'll never kill it. He's just annoying the hell out of him, if anything.
Yeah, EizCaj is probably just screaming at White Raw over vent if they're talking to each other or anything like that, and going like, "What the hell are you doing? It's so annoying."
Yeah, so the blue Zerg does know that the probe came in really early, so he goes directly to White Raw's base and does see one gateway, no second gateway, no hidden cybernetics core or hidden pylon, because we do know that White Raw does like to hide his tech buildings and his buildings in general.
Yeah, exactly. The pylons are pretty standard positions right now. One near his choke and one near his nexus, so nothing too hidden in White Raw's base right now.
Yeah, our blue Zerg should actually grab his expansion really soon if he doesn't want to put in some sort of one base roach play or one base push. He's waiting quite a while. Probably because this probe was probably sitting out here and denying the expansion. That's really annoying. You need to get these Zerglings out first to dispose of this probe before he puts down his expansion.
Exactly. The Zerglings on the creep will just basically take that poor probe's life, and that probe won't be able to go back home and return to his mining. But oh well.
It does look like White Raw does not have his gas down yet. With this late in the game, you're going to expect an expansion, and there it is. The expansion is coming down. If you're going to go for an early expansion with Protoss, you really got to just, collect a lot of minerals, put down a lot of zealots, and, hopefully you can hold against Zergling run-bys.
Yeah, exactly. Right now, the Zerglings are just coming in being very, very annoying more than anything. One does get into the base, but I don't think that's going to do anything. These 4 right here, at the natural, being pushed away by these 2 zealots, because these zealots will just kind of walk around and take them out quite easily.
Yeah, actually, if the blue Zerg had a lot more Zerglings, he could just ruin White Raw's day right now. White Raw is expanding really early, is putting down a forge, so he will get cannons soon enough, but with just like 3 zealots and this being spread out apart this much, these Zerglings can really do some damage right now if he had a lot more and maybe some speed upgrade.
Yeah, exactly. Just one Zergling left in the main mineral line right now, but it's really not going to do anything more than just kind of walk around and be very, very annoying.
I wonder if a Zergling all-in could win the game for him right now. Just, a fast expanding Protoss versus Zergling all-in.
Yeah, because then Protoss won't have enough zealots to deal with that many Zerglings, but I guess that's not what EizCaj wants. He wants to get a secondary base up with a good economy, throwing down some spine crawlers to protect against these zealots, because White Raw is going without any gas, so EizCaj knows that there's going to be a zealot-heavy army coming his way.
Yeah, maybe a roach one would be helpful for him right now. With these many zealots coming in and these spine crawlers not up, and looking at the army tab, units tab, there's only one Zergling on the field. These zealots are going to ruin his day right now. This queen is no match. He's going to really need the second queen, and he needs a transfusion on that queen, but there's not enough energy this early, and it does look like he lost his first queen, and these zealots are going to work on the mineral line and has stopped one spine crawler. Or killed it, actually. Didn't even get to cancel it.
Yeah, I didn't even get to cancel it. That's one spine crawler down. A couple Zerglings coming in, but really just 2 Zerglings at a time against this many zealots. They can't really do anything.
Yeah, this is going to ruin his day right here. He could, take down this hatchery or just, decimate the main mineral line right here. And with only a few, he's got a lot more Zerglings coming out now. 7 now, using the drones to try to defend, but these zealots are doing the damage they need to do to put him ahead.
Yeah, exactly. These zealots are just taking a shit on EizCaj's mineral line right now, doing a lot of damage, stopping mining from happening. So White Raw's way ahead right now, actually, with 30 harvesters compared to EizCaj's 14. So double the harvesters for White Raw, double the amount of money coming in, double the amount of units that White Raw can produce compared to EizCaj.
And he's lost a lot of queens. If you look at the units lost, he has lost already 2,000 minerals worth of units because we haven't seen anything gas heavy yet. And White Raw has only lost 1,400. And his expansion is up and being saturated, and his probe count is way higher than the drone count. So we're gonna have to give a big heavy favorite to White Raw right here to win the game, because I don't know how you can recover from this.
Yeah, exactly. Unless these Zerglings come in and just basically destroy that natural expansion's mineral line, or even walk into the main, there's nothing that the Zerg player can actually do. He really, really needs to do some kind of damage right now.
Yeah, these Zerglings, if they did have the speed upgrade, would be there's that much more potent to do damage. But right now they're just galloping across with this regular speed, and against a few zealots and a cannon, I don't think they can do much unless they start being really bitchy and just start running to the main, running to the expansion, just do as much damage as they possibly can.
Yeah.
But it just looks like these two zealots are shooing away the Zerglings, as he has lost a few.
Exactly. The Zerglings did a little bit damage, not game-changing damage, but at least they did get something in there. The blue Zerg player should actually get some more Zerglings out and push in again, just to keep White Raw on his toes, I think.
Yeah, he's really far behind. He needs to make as many drones as he can, but he also has to not neglect his army size. White Raw is starting to put down more gateways. There are 4 more coming down to add on to his original 3, so he's gonna have 7 of them now if my math has passed grade 2.
Good math, Truth, right here. We have Warp Gate tech coming in. It's about 80% done, so once all 7 of these gateways are Warp Gates, he'll be able to warp in 7 units at a time, which is a huge help for the Protoss forces.
Yeah, I don't think the Blues are going to be able to withstand that much pressure from the Protoss player. If 7 more Stalkers warp in with 7 sentries or something, it's going to be game over. He really needs to do damage. He really needs to take down a lot more harvesters.
Yeah, exactly. Attacking the assimilator here is not a good move for these Zerglings. He should actually move in and get some damage in on the harvesters.
Yeah, it looks like these gateways have become warp gates. The harvester count, he has caught up in the harvester count, but White Raw's been there for a lot longer, and his his base is much more advanced right now. He has a lot more gateways, a lot more unit producing structures, and our Zerg player really needs to get a layer up so he can get some Hydras out. Hydras would be the ultimate counter to that many gateways. The Hydras do very well against most gateway units, if not all of them, besides maybe High Templars that can storm them to death.
Yeah, exactly. White Raw going for a proxy pylon, just cutting that distance in half, and probably going to put down some more pylons to keep himself from being supply blocked. And yeah, exactly. Puts down another one, which is even further up ahead. So he'll be able to keep spawning in units and, keep his forces right in EizCaj's face.
Yeah, EizCaj does know the impending doom heading towards him, and he has just desperately started putting down more spine crawlers to try to defend himself. And he's getting layer tech now, which might be too late because, he's gonna need those Hydras out before this army arrives, not while it's coming in. And it look like White Raw is pushing in with this massive Stalker and Zealot force. Look at the army tab. Yeah, there's nothing he can do right now. 2,000 minerals to 300. Wow.
Oh, a huge force from
White Raw. So it does look like, even look at the supply differential right here. It's about 40 more supply there. This is a massive army coming in on the Zerg. The swarm's gotta call in for reinforcements from the other celebrates or something.
Yeah, exactly. There needs to be tons more units for the Zerg player here. this many spine crawlers, done. There's nothing that they can do.
Yeah, Stalkers do have bonus to armored structures and units, and buildings are armored, so these spine crawlers are melting away to the Stalker fire, and there's nothing that this queen can do. It can't transfuse enough time.
Yeah, exactly. Those spine crawlers go down, and EizCaj just leaves the game. So this is game 1 from a whole list of White Raw replays that we have from a tournament. So game 1, we'll move on to the next one, I guess.
So our White Raw extravaganza will start now.
All right, peace out.
Bye.